Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on a piece of tech that's quickly becoming a part of our everyday lives: AI voice agents. We're going to break down exactly how they're built, from a simple idea to a voice on the phone that sounds almost exactly like a real person. So let's dive right in.
I mean, that sounds like something straight out of a movie, right? But what you're seeing here is happening right now. And here's the thing, it's not magic. It's actually a fascinating mix of language, data, and automation. We're about to walk through exactly how it all comes together, step by step.
All right, so where do you even start? Well, our very first step is to build the AI's brain. You have to think of this as the foundation for everything else that comes next. This is where we give the AI its core purpose and its personality.
At the very heart of this AI brain is something called the system prompt. And honestly, the best way to think about it is as the AI's core mission statement. You're not writing a bunch of complicated code. Nope. You're just writing in plain English, defining its goal, its personality, and the rules it has to follow. This one piece of text becomes its guide for every single conversation. The whole process of getting started really boils down to these three key steps. First, just like we talked about, you write that system prompt to define its goal. Second, you choose a voice for it. And third, you give it specialized knowledge so it can answer very specific questions. It's surprisingly simple to get going. Now, for the voice, you have two pretty incredible options. You can use a super high-quality, pre-built voice that's available in dozens of languages. Or, and this is where it starts to feel like we're living in the future, you can clone a real human voice. With just 60 seconds of audio, you can create a digital twin of a person's voice, which makes the AI's conversations feel unbelievably realistic and personal. And for that third step, the knowledge base, you're basically giving the AI its own private library to study. You can have it scrape information from an entire website or upload specific documents. This is what makes sure it's not just some generic bot, but a real expert on your specific business, your products, or your services. So we've built the AI's brain, we've given it a library of knowledge, but right now that's all just potential, right? The real test is the live conversation. So let's look at what happens the moment it actually picks up the phone. So picture this super common scenario. A customer calls in with a straightforward but specific request. They just want to know where their order is. This is the perfect test for our brand new AI agent. You see, this is the key difference between an AI that just talks and an AI that actually does things. A passive AI might just hit a dead end, but an active AI uses what are called mid-call tools to get things done in real time. These tools are the real game changer, turning a simple chatbot into a truly powerful agent. And this slide breaks it down perfectly. The customer asks a question. The AI understands what they want and asks for the order number. That triggers a specific tool that connects to an external system, say Shopify, grabs the live shipping status and feeds it right back to the AI. Then the AI simply relays that info to the customer, all within a matter of seconds. And it's not just for order lookups, not by a long shot. These tools can handle a huge range of actions. If a call gets too complex, it can transfer to a human. If a customer wants to book a meeting, it can check a live calendar and schedule the appointment right on the call. It can even use details like the customer's name to make the conversation feel much more personal and natural. Okay, so the AI handled the live conversation flawlessly. But what happens the moment the customer hangs up? Well, the work is far from over. In fact, this is where the automation really kicks into high gear. This is one of my favorite parts. The moment a call ends, a second, specialized AI gets to work. While the first AI is built for real-time conversation, this one is designed for analysis. Its only job is to scan the entire transcript and turn that messy, unstructured conversation into clean, structured data. And this is exactly what that looks like. That second AI can figure out if the call's goal was met, write a perfect one-sentence summary, and even assign a sentiment score. You can also define custom data points to extract, like whether a caller mentioned a specific competitor or seemed like a good lead. So you've got this perfect structured data. What happens next? You can connect it to virtually any other tool you use. With over 300 integrations, this isn't a closed system. It's a hub that can trigger workflows across your entire business, creating a really powerful automation ecosystem, all with no code. Let's look at a practical example. A successful call ends. The data is instantly extracted. That data can then trigger a whole cascade of events. A new row is added to a Google Sheet for tracking, an email alert zips over to the sales team, and a new contact is automatically created in your CRM. All of this happens instantly, with zero manual work.
So let's zoom out and connect all these pieces. We've seen how the AI is built, how it acts during a call, and what it automates after the call. So what's the big picture here?
Well, the key takeaways are pretty clear. We've gone from a simple text prompt to a fully automated system. You start with a customizable brain, you empower it with real-time tools, and you connect it to a seamless automation network. And with hyper-realistic voice cloning, you wrap the whole thing in an experience that feels undeniably human.
And this leaves us with a really big question. As the line between human and AI voices just disappears, what does that mean for the future of communication, connection, and business? The possibilities are staggering, and we're just at the very beginning of exploring them. Thanks for digging into this with me.